Hello, YouTuber Wilbers. It's the 3rd of January, and whopping 36 degrees outside. We're getting a heat wave. It's actually raining, and yeah, it's out there adventuring. Oddly enough, it's really only raining here, Beckett, and not in other parts of the Berkshires that I traveled. So people kind of, you know, it looks perfectly fine outside. What are you talking about, ice? Excuse me. So I was thinking about the SO2 video. I've watched it several times. And, I'm gonna put another link at the bottom in case you missed the one from the other day. And you know, I was thinking about this story that I don't know when I heard it. Maybe when I was more of a devout Catholic than I am now. And you know, this man is on this desert island, and the water is rising. It's obviously the island is flooding out, and he's a very religious person, and he's praying to God to be saved. And a helicopter comes, and he says that God's going to save me. And a boat comes, and God's going to save me. And I forget what the third one was. A boat. I don't know. Maybe a raft. I don't know. 3 different opportunities for him to get off the island before it floods, but he felt that God would do some kind of miracle, like part the sea or something. And he of course drowns, and then when he shows up at the gates of heaven, he says, I thought you would save me. And they said, we sent you these things to get you off the island, and you ignored them. And this is kind of it's a typical thing with metaphysicians, healers, natural, holistic healers. Many are there that are so much white shadow, faith-based, that they feel like that their spiritual guides will protect them forward no matter what. And, you know, perhaps it's true. However, we are still physical beings. You know, we're spiritual beings manifested in physical bodies. And we have to take care of our physical bodies. And you have to be aware that, you know, the spiritual self will certainly survive, but the physical part may not. And if you wish to stay in this body for a long time, you have to take the steps to keep yourself safe, to keep your friends safe, or your loved ones safe, or, you know, your neighbors safe, or your country safe, or the whole world safe. You know, like, you know, these thousands of people that are defending the water rights against the pipeline out there in Utah this winter. You know, whereas however it is started off as some political thing, or some land takeover, or something or other, it grew and grew into a massive movement of people that were risking their own physical beings to stand up against this pipeline. And whether it's definitely going to be stopped or not, we don't know, but because there's too many variables. But, you know, protecting our water supply in this world is very important. You know, protecting our food is important. Everybody has a right to food. You know, it may not be in the Bill of Rights, it may not be in the Constitution, it may not be in the Declaration of Independence. And I kind of feel like they didn't put them in there because they thought people already knew they were already right. You have a right to clean air. Yeah, we have a right to clean air. Well, why should we put it in a piece of paper? I wonder. And then I say, because they didn't think that people would treat these things as a commodity. Who would think that they would be selling water? Not even good water. Water that they pump out of a water main. They put it into bottles and then they sell it. So, same thing with food. Food is treated as a commodity in this world, and so much of it goes to waste because we don't have a distribution system that keeps it, in the movement to people that need food. It becomes too expensive to transport. Healthcare is the same way. I listened to Patriot Radio. I probably shared that. Somebody had called in complaining about Obamacare and that they have to pay like $800 a month for Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they think it's because of Obamacare. Well, it isn't. It's because Blue Cross Blue Shield is a corporation that wants to make money. And before Obamacare, before Romneycare, Blue Cross Blue Shield was an expensive policy to have unless you were working for a company that subsidized, most of that payment. That's kind of the way it is. Private insurance companies are not being reimbursed by the federal government to provide insurance. And that, healthcare should be an assurance policy, not insurance. Shelter. People should have some place to be able to live. It may not be the Taj Mahal. It may not be, a 30,000 square foot mansion that they have a bathroom in every bedroom and maybe even more bathrooms than bedrooms, and there are only 4 people living in the house. Well, no, you don't have to have one of those, but at least you can live someplace that's decent and not infested with varmints and, whatnot, or living out of under some bridge. We treat all these things as commodities that we have to be able to make money off in order to provide to people. It's just a funky world. And some people value making money is more important than meeting people's needs. Did I get off a tangent? I think I did. Why did you stop me? I was back talking about spiritualism. And I've come across that a lot when I've talked to different healers that, they tend to put themselves, they think the white light is going to protect their physical bodies. And, eventually they realize it's not quite true. If the world goes to poop, or even just your little corner, and you don't take care of your physical needs, you can't help the people that need you. At some point in time, the nurses and doctors are going to get tired if they have no place to sleep, or no place to eat, and no place to take a shower. It's some disaster. You've got to take care of your physical being in order to, take care of your spiritual side also. So I'm just babbling on. Tuesday babble. Babble. Something I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing some fairy tarot card readings, if I can think of how to do the logistics of it. Let me know in the comments if it's something you might be interested in as a future video somewhere. And it's going to be more of a group reading, so we'll pull some cards and see what pops up, and see if anything pops to mind to those out there that watch the videos. So, Yeah. That's about all I can think of at the moment, unless I just continue on and babble, 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 babble. Babble, 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 babble. Yep. Babble, babble, babble. Yep. Hitchhiker's Guide to Babblefish. Where's my Babblefish? Ta-ta!